Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Wike revokes plots belonging to Buhari, Onoge, Abbas, Auume, others. Let's see the full list. Mr. Wike also issued a 2-week ultimatum to some prominent individuals to pay for their rights of occupancy or risk losing their plots. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has ordered the revocation of 762 plots of land belonging to some prominent Nigerians and corporate organizations for failing to pay for the certificate of occupancy (CFO) of the properties in Abuja. Mr. Wike also threatened to withdraw the rights of occupancy (R of 614 in other individuals and companies if they fail to pay outstanding bills for their plots within 2 weeks. The plots are located on the highbrow Maitama 1 district of the Federal Capital. These are contained in two separate public notices issued by the Federal Capital Administration. Among those whose CFO were revoked, according to the notice, are Muhammadu Buhari Trust Foundation, owned by former President Muhammadu Buhari, former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onoge, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, Governor Obasani of Kaduna State, Secretary to its Government of the Federation, Governor Auume, George Auume, and his wife, Regina. Others are former governors Rochas Okorocha of Imo State, Ben Ayade of Cross River, Seriake Disin of Bayelsa, Shaba Lafiaji of Kwara, Ahmed Sani of Zamfara, and Kabiru Gaya of Kano. Kabiru Gaya of Kano. Former and serving federal lawmakers affected are Eyinaya Abaribe, Abdul Ningi, Sunday Karimi, Abdullahi Buhari, Dino Melaye, Barnabas Gemade, Shehu Sani, Adeyemi Adaramodu, Abba Moro, Danjuma Allah, and Abdulmumin Jibrin. Again, Jarigbe, Obinna, Chidoka, Nicholas Mutu, Dan Reneiju, Ezenwa Oyewuchi, Chinyere Igwe, David Umoru, Oluwole Oke, and Oka Jeff are other former and serving lawmakers whose plots were withdrawn. The notice said the Federal Capital Territory Administration wishes to inform the allottees, title holders of plots of land in Maitama 1 who have failed to make payments for their certificates of occupancy bills after the expiration of grace period granted by the Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, that their right of occupancy to the land or property have been withdrawn pursuant to the provisions of Section 28 of the Land Use Act of 1978 for contravention of the terms of grants which obliged the title or interest holders to settle all bills. Section 28 of the Land Use Act, to which the FCTA notice referred, stipulates how land properties vested in individuals can be revoked by authorities. Section 5 empowers state governors, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory in the case of Abuja, to revoke a statutory right of occupancy on the ground of a breach of any of the provisions which a certificate of occupancy is by Section 10 of this Act deemed to contain, b. a breach of any term contained in the certificate of occupancy or in any special contract made under Section 8 of this Act. The non-payment of statutory fees by landowners are considered violations of which allocated plots can be revoked. Lawmakers affected by Wike's order, two former presidents of the Nigerian Senate, Iyorchia Ayu and Auume Ebute, are among those the FCTA asked to pay their outstanding bills or lose their plots. Mrs. Ayu and Ebute served in the batch Third Republic. Former and serving lawmakers also on the list are the Chief Whip of the Senate, Tahir Mongono, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chibudo Nwuche, former Senate Leader Teslim Folarin, Nnenna Ukeje, Obinna Chidoka, Dapo Lam Adesina, Leo Ogo, Francis Alikena, Smart Adeyemi, and Linda Ikpeazu. Others are Andy Uba, Biodun Olujimi, Agom Jarigbe, Kingsley Chinda, and Ben Obi. Former Ebonyi State Governor Sam Egwu, former Minister of Aviation Stella Odua, and the incumbent Deputy Governor of Edo State Dennis Idahosa were also threatened with revocation. Mr. Egwu is also a former Education Minister and Senator, while Ms. Odua also represented Anambra North in the upper chamber. Mr. Idahosa was until last month a member of the House of Representatives. The Federal Capital Territory Administration hereby informs the general public, particularly allottee or title holder of land in the Maitama 1 district of the Federal Capital Territory, who have since made payment of their outstanding certificate of occupancy bills, to, as a matter of urgency, pay the balance of their bills within 2 weeks from the date of this publication of their rights, have their rights of occupancy title withdrawn, the notice said. In October, Premium Times reported that the FCTA issued a threat to revoke the plots of the owners failed to if the owners failed to pay within 2 weeks. Some of those listed in the notice at the time are not on the current list, suggesting that they may have complied. Wike's earlier revocation of land. Mr. Wike assumed office as minister in August 2023. Shortly afterwards, in September, he announced the revocation of certificates of occupancies of 165 plots in Abuja. In a notice issued on Thursday by the FCTA Finance Secretary Olushade Adesola, the minister revoked the rights to the land because the owners failed to develop them. Some of the land belonged to prominent Nigerians, including the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election, Mr. Peter Obi, a former governor of Cross River State, Liye Elimoke, a former minister of national planning, Udo Udoma, a former secretary to the government of the Federation, Ufote Kaite, a former Edo State senator, Victor Oyofo, and the late publisher of the leadership newspaper, Sam Nda Isaiah. Well, these are the people that currently are going to be asked by Wike's decision to revoke their land, their right of occupancy or certificate of occupancy, as the case may be, based on the individual offences. Well, nobody should be above the law, sincerely, but Wike should not forget to apply human face where he knew that the people in question have no backbone, like these ones we just read out their names. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Thank you.